video is to work the even problems on lesson 3.7. This is about graphing linear inequalities with two variables. Some of the first examples I'll do won't have two variables, just have one, but we're still going to graph it on an XY axis. The homework started on number 21. We're going to start on number 22. It says y is less than or equal to 4. You can recognize this as slope-intercept form where the slope is 0 and the y-intercept is 4. Or you can recognize that just because it has one variable and it says y is less than or equal to 4, you would go to number 4 on the y-axis, put a dot. The slope, like we said, was 0, so it's a horizontal line. It's solid because it has the equal to part. And it says y is less, so it would be the region below the line. That's it. That's number 22. Number 24, sorry. It is not in slope-intercept form, so we need to get it in that form. To do that, I'll have to solve for y. Be careful over here not to combine them two. They're not like terms. Put the x term first. Remember that if you divide by a negative, you have to reverse the sign. Y-intercept is -2. Slope is 1/4. Which means that when I move over 1, I could go up 1/4, but that's really hard to tell exactly where 1/4 is. So it's recommended that we exaggerate it, meaning that we will go up 1 and over 4. See how that's in line with the little point I had to begin with. And we'll draw a line. This needs to be a dotted line. I'm going to freehand it. Or a dashed line, as the book said. Y is on the large part of the symbol, so y is greater. It will be the region above. All right. Number 26. It's another one that has a slope of 0. I'll go to -2 on the y-axis. Because the slope is 0, I'll draw a horizontal line. It has the equal to part, so it will be a solid horizontal line. It says y is greater. Y is on the large part of the symbol, so I'm going to shade above. The region above the line is the solution. Any y value above -2 will make this equation true. And it doesn't matter what x is. Number 28. This is another one that is not in slope-intercept form, so I'll need to solve it for y. Reminder to put the x term first. Now slope-intercept form. The y-intercept is 9. Slope is 3, so I'm going to have to go up 3 more as x increases by 1. It has the equal to part. It'll be a solid line. And y is on the small part, y is less, and so it will be the region below. That will be shaded. That was number 28. Number 30. It is not in slope-intercept form. I'll have to solve for y. Write the negative x term first. Okay, and I need to divide by 2. Now, I'm dividing by a positive 2, so don't reverse the sign. Some people think because this over here is negative, they'll reverse the sign, but it's really all about what the divisor is, the number on the bottom. If it's positive, don't reverse it. Y-intercept is 0. Slope is negative 1/2. So as x goes over 1, I could drop a half, but this will be easier to see if I exaggerate it, down 1 over 2. Because it doesn't have the equal to part, it should be a dotted line. And it says y is greater, so I'm going to shade above. Number 32. It's not in slope-intercept form. I have to solve for y. I'm dividing by negative, so I'm going to remember to reverse the symbol, the inequality symbol. Y-intercept is negative 3. Slope is 2/3, so when I go over 1, it will go up 2/3, which is hard to tell, so I'm going to exaggerate it, up 2 over 3. This has the equal to part, it'll be a solid line. And it says y is greater. It's on the part above. I mean, y is larger, so it would be shaded above, is what I'm getting to. Number 34. Number 34 is a compound inequality. It says or, and so I'm not going to worry about overlap. I'm just going to put both graphs on the same, both equations on the same graph. That's nice. This one's already solved. This one I'll solve for y to get it in slope-intercept form. I have to divide by negative, so I reverse the sign. And I'm going to put the two on the same graph. On this one, y-intercept is negative 3. Slope is 1, so as I go over 1, I will go up 1. It does not have the equal to part, so it's a dotted line. Y is on the large part of the symbol, so it's shaded above. Also, I need to graph this other one. X is greater than 4. Because it only has one variable, it's going to be a This one is a vertical line at x equals 4. It doesn't have equal to parts, so I'm going to do it dotted. And because it says x is greater, it would be this region to the right. So the solution is everywhere that's shaded. It's not just the overlap. If we was doing and, it would be the overlap.